Hi, this is Jake Kruger, and welcome back to Blind Faith. This is a special edition. I wanted to get some wording. I wanted to get some information out to you. I'm sorry, I'm going to post 2 videos on Friday. This is not a common occurrence. This might not happen again. But I'm going to name this Blind Faith. Important information 1. I read in a news article that they have found something that proves that the Bible was telling the truth. For us believers, we do not need proof. We know that God exists. We know to believe in God. We know to ask Him for forgiveness. Because God says, "Blessed be the person who does not see but still believes." We are the people that do not see that God exists. We do not see the proof all around us. Well, we see the proof all around us, but we do not see God Himself. But yet we believe. We know God is there. But this information from the news article is something that we can share with other people. We can share it with people who do not believe. We can share it with people to try gaining the word of the Lord. We can share it with people to try helping people find their home with God. This information was that they found snakes that had legs. Now this information, you're probably sitting there going, well, what does this have to do with anything? In the Bible, it talks about that God, when He caught that the devil had made Adam and Eve eat the forbidden fruit, that He said, "Down to the belly you go, where you'll eat dust for eternity." He was talking to the serpent. Snakes do not have legs, but now, looking at this Bible quote, is it possible they had legs? The Bible is an interesting and confusing book. There's many interpretations. It is hard to understand exactly what it means. But you could interpret this as being proof for the Bible. You can use this to try helping others find the word of the Lord. Remember, you will make a difference. There's a quote that I know of that says, "To one person, you are the world, but to the world, you are one person." But in this quote, it shows you, no matter what, you are unique. You might hold the key to helping someone else find God. You might hold the key to unlock someone's faith. You might hold the key in your heart, in your soul, and in your mind to share with them the word of the Lord. Do not be afraid. It is your time to pass on messages. It is your time to help God. It is your time to bring people to the word of the Lord. I'm going to go more in depth in this topic next week, but I have a story for everybody. This story was told to me by my grandma tonight. This story is one of her favorite Bible stories. One of her favorite stories. It's not a Bible story, but there was an old man who had lost faith in the Lord. He no longer believed in God. He thought there was no God. And he was dying. People came in, friends and family and priests came in and tried to convince him that God existed. They tried to help him out. They tried to make sure he got to heaven. And he told them God does not exist. There is no God. And finally, he got tired of telling them this. And he wrote a sign that said, "There is no God in this room. There is no God here." And writing the sign, he hung it above the door, or he hung it on the wall. When people would come in and try to convince him, he would point at the sign. He wouldn't say anything. He would just point at the sign. This one for a long time. One day, his 4-year-old granddaughter came to visit. She walked in, looked up at the sign, and misread it. She said, "God is here." The sign said something along the effects says, "God is not here." And she missed the "not" and said, "God is here." The old man realized his mistakes. He realized he had strayed from the path. And he turned to his granddaughter and said, "You're right, God is here." And he fixed his relationship with God before he died. This story shows us that it's possible. Anything is possible. We need to share the word of the Lord with other people. We need to try helping other people because you will make a difference. Anyone can make a difference. We need to get better at sharing information. We need to get better at trying to help people out. We need to get better at bringing people the word of the Lord. Remember this message. And have a good week. See you all next week. Unless if I come up with another important message.